Welcome back to the 9PL podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to all of our channels so you can stay up to date with all things Nines Premier League in 2024. Firstly, welcome back. And thank you. Matt Srama. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. It's exciting, the Nines Premier League 2024, mate. Had it in my calendar a while ago, and mate, we're super pumped.
So tell us about the Srama Group, because last year you had a run around, played very good, actually off the couch. You hadn't had a run for a little while, but clearly you trained for it. But tell us about the business, the Srama Group, and I've been a beneficiary of the Srama Group. Thank you very much, Matt, for getting me in at Palmy. Give us a snapshot and a bit of a background about sort of where you'd started and the huge growth you've had in the last 12 months, mate.
Yeah, it's a funny one. Like when I look at it now, like we just ticked over 3 years, which has been epic. And the Srama Group really embodies our key mission is to really help property buyers on the Gold Coast live a more joyful and fulfilled life. And the key for us when I launched the company 3 years ago, it really came from a pain point of myself, really. Like, you know me, I used to play footy and do all that stuff. And then during my career, I obviously got into property investing. I bought my own place and bought a few investment property, and I just loved it and was fast becoming someone that a lot of my teammates would turn to. Hey, what do you think of this place? Or what do I do here? What do I say to the agent? So when I decided to hang the boots up, it organically kind of just fell in my lap that, hey, instead of being a sales agent, I'll be a buyer's agent, where the key difference is buyer's agents are represented for the buyer. They're paid by the buyer. Pretty much opposite of a real estate agent in a sense. So at the moment, we're very footprint heavy Gold Coast. Do I have ambition to scale outside of the Gold Coast? Not sure yet, but really enjoying what we're doing here on the Gold Coast. We've helped 200 to 300 plus people over the last 3 years. We just got nominated Queensland Buyers Agency of the Year. So it's been a really, really fun journey, and it's been great to, I guess, link in a little bit of sport. I've taken a lot of habits I took away from sport and applied them to business, and I'm just in the grind, man.
It's
just
awesome,
enjoying
man.
it.
And congratulations. I know that you were nominated for Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Is that correct?
Yeah, that buzzword. Yeah, I'll take that. And they put the young on it as well. So I think I've got 3 more years to be considered young Entrepreneur of the Year. Yeah, so I'll squeeze that out.
Yeah. 3P?
3. No, it'll be good, man. So no, it's really good fun, and obviously the connections I've made. And it's funny, like we'll chat some footy, I'm sure, but a lot of the people who have been clients of ours have come through the Titans, like even outside the footy circle. It's just amazing, the NRL community and the footy circle, how they really help each other out. And like obviously some of our clients are obviously a lot of the Titans up Milwaukee and Brian Kelly, and we've helped a stack of them, a lot of the staff as well. But even guys outside like Joel Thompson, Josh Papali, Kieran Ford, like we've helped a lot of guys in the community who I never met during the footy career, but now I'm really blessed to be able to have helped play a part in their role. And yeah, similar like you and your family, your old man and stuff like that. It's just really epic that I've been able to kind of blend the footy world into business. Yeah.
No, it's genius. It's I think that simplicity is key. Clearly there's a huge demand for it, but with blokes in the NRL, they just want someone who's close to them to make the right decision for them. And I think that you clearly are making that and setting up families with such lovely experiences. I know that you're almost like the middleman between me and my wife, and having to discuss exactly what we're after. And I suppose parts of that in your business is always going to be difficult to sort of manage, but within the same, you've got so much growth. But the Srama Group team, as in just you've got the business, but what made you want to return, and what made you want to enter a Srama Group team? I was so stoked. I remember you walking past me at the Titans and we were waiting to drive out, and you're like, lock it in. And then Anthony Don walked past and said, Donnie, you're on this team too. He's handshaked, and it was like this almost like a Super League Wars sort of agreement in the car park. But
that's
mate,
all time.
Love the support. But tell us about the Srama Group team and why you wanted come back and enter.
Yeah, I guess firstly, you've done such a great job at bringing this off the ground. I remember us having a chat down at Tugan when it was just an idea in the head.
Yeah.
So I backed it from day one. I loved it. I love the concept. I think it's has amazing legs, not for the long term as well. And just what you've been able to do in the short term, I feel as a business owner and also a community person on the Gold Coast, I'm always around, hey, can I impact or add value into that? And then the cool integration was really there's footy, there's great startup concept, which I always back a good concept, which you have, and then business promotion and highlighting our impact, and at the end of the day, it ticks everything. I can add value to someone who's created something from scratch, get to link up and touch on a passion of past life, the footy.
Yep.
And then thirdly, create more awareness around what our company does and the impact we're making. So it was absolutely no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that guys like yourself who have that entrepreneurial, you're an award winner for it. Have that mindset, and think about it on those lenses as well. Like you said, giving back to community, but also benefiting from the hard work that you're doing in your day job is full circle. So, I suppose which leads me to my next question. And obviously, you had a huge career in the NRL. I was lucky enough to play against you, and I was always quite jealous of you. Actually, it's probably the high smile, sponsored teeth, and everything else. But who have you spoken to? You're very, very well connected here on the coast, and still keep great relationships with a lot of guys. Can you give us a couple of lads that you've been pestering?
That recruited in. Oof.
Oh, either way.
Oh, geez, I love a recruitment chat. Mate, I'll tell you what. There's a few. I'll tell you what I learnt from the Nines tournament last year. Not having my own team, I was purely there to support my brother's team, Srama Rugby League recruitment. Come in late, I had no intention to play and decided to just chuck on the boots for a little, help him out. And that was really good. First time you ever did it. I was grateful to be a part of it. Now knowing what I knew in 2023, taken into 2024 is this. I think this is my mind, right? I'm thinking, okay, what did I learn around that? And I tell you what I've learned. It's not about the names. It's not always about the names. That's number one.
Yes.
Number two is it's a balance of you got to have a bit of name, you got to have a bit of speed, you got to have a bit of grunt up the middle, a bit of tip on from the middles.
Yes.
And you got to have a bit of team cohesion. So I've mapped all that out. And I've taken away my key learnings from 2023 and I've applied that into my squad for 2024. And I feel like I'm putting together a winning side.
Yeah, right. Huge goal.
I'd be very surprised if we don't take it out.
Really?
And the key reason is the belief starts at the top. That funnels into the squad. So just like I believe in my business, I believe in my team.
Yeah.
And the key thing is I've got people who believe in where we're going.
Absolutely.
So, I've got a good. I thought, who's some good people that can really instill the culture? That's what I'm chasing, good culture. And Ryan James, really good name. I can drop off.
Yeah.
Playing capacity, not sure yet. He's coming off an ACL.
Yeah.
Culturally, I don't care if he plays or not. He's going to be within the culture.
Yeah.
Nate Petteroo.
Oh yes.
So played really good NRL career. Played over in the UK as well. Came back. Dominated Q Cup, dominated the local league. They took out a premiership there.
He's a beast for Southport.
Beast, but culturally, very, very
fits
good.
TSG.
Fits the culture. Great person. Very, very driven mindset as well. I'm really happy with this signing we've had on board. But Corey Thompson is someone I've really admired. Right. Yeah. Do you know why?
Because he's a weapon.
What winger under 6 foot could have done the career he could have done?
Yeah, that's right.
He's an absolute weapon.
Yeah.
Culturally, great bloke.
Yeah.
He's very community focused.
And he's vertically challenged like you and I. So,
so I know the pain. But see what he does. No way I could ever do that.
No chance.
I'm just like, and just a great dude.
Yeah, okay.
Just a really good, humble. The fact he's coming off a Q Cup premiership, but just quietly, as well.
Yeah. Very smart recruitment, actually. You are sharp.
Yeah, so I'm looking at guys who aren't past their prime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it's tricky because I know that there were some players who played last year who certainly were, and they were recruited back into different teams.
Yeah.
And I actually played footy on the weekend, and I'm definitely past playing rugby league.
Yeah,
I noticed that when I was running and trying to tackle people. It was, and I think in nine-a-side, it's you really open yourself up for some classic TikTok reels,
big
getting your
time.
ankles broken, or Nate Pettigrew destroying you with his shoulders. So, But I suppose, it's very handy recruitment to start with, and I love the no drama Matt Srama approach of getting them in first culturally, because well, let's face it, any club, especially your top tiers in the NRL, if they've sorted that out, and traditionally they're going back to back in finals, if they've sorted it out within their culture, what their output is, what their vision is. Every team, I mean, I'm sure that you've played in years that have been fantastic at the Titans and some that have been terrible, and you sort of have the belief, you still go through the same conversations, but it's not the same feeling because the right people aren't there. Your Ryan Jameses aren't there, and your 4'3" wingers aren't there coming to help out and support your side.
Mate,
who actually are game breakers. Like Corey was unbelievable in that grand final, like untouchable.
Just great for nines, and again, I believe in this, Ant. This is what I believe. I believe build the culture, build the team, build the vision and mission. The footy will take care of itself, man.
Yeah,
we don't need to train them on that. We just need to put on the jersey and feel it. And they'll all live to their potential. And I'll create an environment, along with who's going to help on the staff, that we're creating a ceiling that can't be seen. So everyone can rise to their potential that they're known for.
Mate, I'm not tall, so I don't know how to get towards these ceilings, but I'm fascinated to see what your pre-game speeches are going to be, and if certainly shout it to Social Labs, Elijah and the crew, they'll be filming you up while you're throwing the black book on the ground and slapping Pedro before he runs back out.
Well, I think of it even in terms of our business, right? Like a good leader can get things done efficiently through other people, and at the end of the day, all these guys we've recruited, they've been there, done that. No one needs to tell them what to do; they know what to do. Yeah, it's just around chucking the jersey on.
Are you playing?
I'm on 18th man at the moment. If there needs to be a plug hold, I might. But there's some other really key guys that the ink's drying on our negotiations.
Oh, jeez.
There's a few I can't reveal because the ink hasn't dried yet. So I'm big on that. I'm in the buyer's agency world. What I say to every client is, no popping champagne until the ink dries. So I'm the same with my recruitment strategy. So what I found is some really key guys where the ink's dried, right? Yep. I like these guys. Jack Stockwell, remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Big Stocky. I tell you what.
Is he sponsoring your side too?
Stockwell's International, shout out.
There you go.
Yeah, one of the biggest freight companies in Australia.
So he's paying you to be part of this culture, essentially.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly right. So he's a great one to have on board. Culturally, everyone loves him.
Yeah.
Big body. Yeah. And one thing I love around him, behind the scenes, he's on he's losing a fair bit of weight as well, which is great. So our team is actually impacting his family life as well, because he wants to get in shape for the thing. So, mate, he's been training the house down. So he'll be one to watch up front, along with Eddie Pettyborn.
Oh, God.
Great.
I've seen him on Zeta's reels, and I follow Ed. I've played against him for years. He's in the best nick I've seen him in since under 20s, when he was destroying people at South.
I tell you what, he's now retired, right? But I tell you what, his mindset hasn't retired.
He's an A-grade premiership winner as well, isn't he?
He is.
He was part of the South.
I watched a few of his games, right? Sitting on the sideline, I think, look at Eddie Pettyborn right now. He's got tip on left, right.
Yeah.
Like, he's still got his footwork.
Yeah.
He's had a few buggered knees, but, mate, I was seeing glimpses of South Sydney Rabbitohs. 03, 04. So,
and he had a run last year too, so he'll know
what to expect. He'll know what to expect.
All-Stars, so he'll be looking to... I suppose create more highlights of himself again, destroying people.
He's good, and now that he's got that, I just think having that culture and fit around him, I think he's just going to go to another level, really. And a really big one where it sounds like the ink's drying. I'll reveal his name, but I really like this guy. Not only was he a client of the Srama Group, and we helped him get into the Gold Coast and Palm Beach, but Joel Thompson.
Oh, yeah.
Really love Joel Thompson. key reason, mate. Great cultural fit. You know Joel well, so
Yeah.
he's
Absolute
good. He's got some good contacts as well that he might be bringing in.
Okay.
So he's a good one in the edge. Can play a bit of edge, bit of back row.
Yeah.
He can also funnel up the middle if you need.
Yeah. And on a side, you sort of need a hybrid of a fronty who's a lock as well. You can't carry your big thickies. It's not your game. Unless you're rolling subs, which I suppose might be part of your
there's a bit of strategy in there. Yeah. But mate, that's the key. There's a few other ones. Actually, one more I'll highlight. I got to highlight him because I just rate him so much. He's not a name a lot of people know, but Bernard Gregorius.
Okay.
Yeah, played a lot of cup for East Tigers, North Devils. Played in France.
Yeah, right. Position?
Centre wing, sort of big body.
Yeah.
Good agility.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a confirmation. So keep an eye out for him. If you want some smokies to keep an eye on, Bernard Gregorius, he'd be one. And Lachlan Srama is a good little, my nephew. Yeah, he's a good little up and coming. Yeah, he's good up and comer. He's playing a bit of grade down in the Ipswich region as well. Big body.
Excellent. Because there's a few. I was speaking with Matty Bowen's team and their coach Troy Kennedy, and he's actually playing his son in the side. And, I think having that family connection and giving opportunity to, your own, you can be a little bit selfish there, but they're going to be playing ex-NRL guys. You're going to play these young up-and-comers who are playing local league as well. There's this. Yeah, we're just finding that there's an awesome mix of people who are looking just to have a ton of fun playing on a side, albeit competitive because the prize pool is actually blowing right out. We're almost at 16 teams, which is amazing. We're only after 8.
Unreal.
So, having your nephew come and run around as well.
It's great, yeah. And I'm sure Lukey, my brother, will be involved in some capacity as well, So it's definitely all about the impact we can make. And I said this to the crew. Anyone who's coming on board, it's the mentality of, look, the more impact we make on the field, the more income. So don't focus on the income, focus on the impact. So it's about the impact we can make in the community, the impact we can make on the field. The prize money is just a byproduct. You know?
Totally. And because it's being broadcast, I suppose it's just return business for yourself. So it's the income you're taking. Are you just speaking about more buyers agency work or Stockwell's?
There's just commercial opportunities left, right and centre. And I feel like anything in life, you're an opportunist or you're not. Yeah. So I've seen an opportunity. I've taken it with both hands. And as I said, we're putting together a side that I feel should be able to win this.
Great. Yeah. Well, I will catch up with you if you can sneak me in for 3 minutes in your ridiculous schedule, probably early December at this stage, and depending on how many other houses you're selling for NRL players and whatever else. But, mate, any key takeaways before we catch up with you then? Obviously you've spoken about your team, your culture. What are you looking to get out of the Nines in 24?
Yeah, look, the key thing trying to get out of the Nines is definitely in terms of being able to create a good community event and add impact into that. As I said, I remember we caught up from day one and I love the idea and concept from there, and I wholeheartedly support that. So that's first and foremost, is always, can we add value to the greater good of what the whole purpose is, right? And I just think it just hits on so many levels, not just community aspect, but also, people playing against people they would have seen on TV. And then there's the whole thing around aligning local businesses potentially on the day as well. So I've teed up a few different people potentially for having stalls on the day because I really want to highlight their businesses.
Excellent.
And expose, and there's some cross collab left, right and centre. So that's what I love, and I think that's amazing. And the footy is just a byproduct of the day, and the real thing I'm craving out of that is community, bringing guys together. Like, we got a crew. You see us at Talabudra having a swim and a run every now and again. I just think it's great that people connect up and stay active, things like that. And then obviously third to that is raising greater awareness on what the Srama Group does. If I can leverage what I've done in my footy career into my business, well, then it's a commercial cross collab of doom. Yeah. Right. So I'm all about that.
No, and myself personally certainly appreciate you jumping back in and taking it as seriously as you are in terms of, getting your artwork done properly, getting the right people on your jersey because you're supporting them as well. You are a community man. You always have been a community man, and we genuinely benefit from having you back in, mate. So, thank you very much, mate, and we'll catch up in December.
Keen for it, brother.